Okay, let's do this thing. Obviously, this is a very late review, of course, because I just watched two wrestling shows back to back, both SmackDown and AEW. But I'm gonna start it off with the SmackDown review first because obviously SmackDown came on first before AEW. So yeah, literally 4 hours of wrestling tonight, folks. Two shows back to back, and we're gonna kick it off with SmackDown. Okay. With WWE having a lot of news today, which I'm probably going to get into little by little, other than the whole city tour dates and what they're going on, and other important news that everyone's been talking about. I have something to say about that later in the video. We do kick off the show with the Usos in the back with Roman Reigns. Uh, Basically, Reigns asking, "Say y'all ready?" Because Reigns says, what is the end game to this? And Jimmy basically saying, like, listen, man, we're going out there to win. We're gonna have the titles. We're gonna have like some have our titles placed between your titles and whatnot. We're gonna have all the gold around here, all right? And Reigns basically saying, you got everything figured out, don't you? Huh? So good luck. And Jimmy said, let's go, let's do this thing. It's all good and whatnot. And as Jimmy walked out all excited and whatnot, he asked Jay, no, your brother talking for you now, huh? Is that what it's gonna be? And Jay said, I'm with Jimmy tonight, but I'm with you the whole time, right? And Rain says, maybe you can tell your brother that also. So, very interesting segment to kick off the show. But then we brought the Street Profits in as they were getting ready to go against the Usos. Basically, the Street Profits started going on about the Usos, saying, this ain't the first time. This ain't, this is the first time we ever gonna face the Usos, okay? And basically, we're not the old Usos when they were doing the whole Samoan chants thing, their old entrance that they used to do. They said it's a new Usos, all right? And the Usos, they've been gone for a while now. Jimmy Uso been out for one whole calendar year, and basically Roman Reigns lives in Jey Uso's head rent free. So, do the Usos even stand a chance? Basically, the Usos came out then. Jimmy said that don't matter. If you've been on the show for a year, 10 years, just know that the best tag team in the business is back, and we taking over, and we're going to be the 7-time tag team champions. As the Uso says, yeah, we're going to be the Mario Brothers, and we're going to jump on you like coins, okay? Get the coins from you. I think it's another J. Cole line. But Dawkins said, they say, yo, y'all used to run the tag division, but now we run it now because we want the smoke. And as the Uso says, yeah, this ain't paranoia. You're going to get that work. Basically, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. So, very good promo between both of these teams and the promo with Roman in the back. But next, though, we did get the Usos versus the Street Profits, and probably I would just say the best match of the night. This was a very fun tag match. This was just great, all right? They gave both of these teams just 20 minutes out there. I know it's not a lot of tag teams on the show anyways, but this was really great to watch between the Usos and the Street Profits. First time ever. I gotta say, Montez Ford, man, that dude just got hops every time he jumps out of the ring. It's insane, okay? But Usos, though, end up getting the win. Basically, Ford went for the frog splash. Jay pulled Jimmy out. I think Dawkins attacked Jay in after it, but then Jimmy ended up hitting a super kick onto Montez Ford for the win. So the Usos getting a big win in their return tag team match, given they haven't teamed in a while. But this was, like I said, it's like just a great match in general between both of these teams. All right, so this was really fun to watch. Next, Tamina and Natalia went against the Riot Squad match. I'll say this match was better than the one they did on Monday, because Monday, that main event, I'm surprised that was still the main event on Raw last Monday. And of course the silly Fire and the Lily and Reginald stuff and whatnot. So at least I can say this was a better tag match here, because Monday was just god awful. All right, it really was. And that was the main event too. But the Usos then was in the back then right after, talking about, hey man, how about whoever wins those SmackDown tag titles tonight, we get next, all right? Which Adam Pearce did agree on. Jay Uso still looked very conflicted what was going on. Next, they went to Carmella. Basically, Carmella talked about, she has a lot of accolades in this company, and she will be champion again soon enough. Carmella went against Bianca Belair, which Bayley ended up getting on commentary throughout this match. And I gotta say, the funniest thing about this, which the match was okay, I'll say that, but when Cole near the end, when he said the KOD was like a face plant and kept calling Bianca Belanca, even Bailey's like, it's Belanca, it's Bianca Belair, you idiot, Cole. Okay, so I thought that was funny when he called her Belanca, though. I'm like, Belanca? Like, why do you call her Belanca? Belanca, folks. So Don't really know what's going on with Michael Cole right there, but that's what he called her, Blanca. But yeah, this whole Bailey and Bianca thing is obviously not over. It's gonna keep going on, so this feud continues. Ray and Dominic in the back were talking about what's going on tonight, saying that we're the tag team champions and we will defeat the Dirty Dogs tonight. Seth Rollins came out, cut a promo in one of his very loud suits that I don't even, what was it, flowers or skulls this week? I think it was a bunch of flowers this week. Basically, talking about what he did to Cesaro last week, and this is the greatest day of the year. You know why it's the greatest day of the year? Because Cesaro's not here to ruin it. Because today is Seth Rollins' birthday, folks, which is legitimate. So happy birthday to him. But Rollins, talked basically went in about Cesaro and everything. He just wanted to have a little birthday fun out here. He played the video package of Cesaro getting beat up to what he did to him last week. And Rollins basically he started to laugh, but then there is some blame that needs to be happened. He took it serious for a second, and he blamed the WWE fans and the universe for brainwashing Cesaro, just thinking he can come disrespect him and whatnot. And Rollins basically said that Cesaro was brainwashed, and he should get he should get the opportunities he did not earn. He shouldn't be getting those. And that Cesaro doesn't return to the ring. Cesaro can blame that not on himself, but the fans also. And basically, Seth Rollins closed out by singing happy birthday to himself. So, yeah, happy birthday to Seth Rollins, folks. Him and his many, many loud suits he comes out with every week. So, good for him. Hope he has some cake with that. But next, Kevin Owens went against Apollo Crews, which Kevin Owens was going fast, basically just destroying Apollo Crews out there. Hit him with a cannonball, attacking him, super kicking him, hit the stunner, but of course, Commander Aziz hit him with the Nigerian nail and whatnot, leaving him on the ground as Rollins was just sitting there gasping. Not Rollins, but Owens was just there gasping for air, which Adam Pearce went to check him on the training room and basically says, I want a title shot next week, which Pierce made the match, and that Commander Aziz would be banned from ringside next week. Roman Reigns, though, was in the back, basically sitting with, Paul Heyman. I guess he got Jey Uso for him, and he sat down next to him. Reigns says, listen, man, I heard about that tag title match next weekend. That's what you want to do, right? Is that what you really want to do? Because Reigns says, what happened to we? This is us, all right? I just want the best for you, all right? Look at you, man. You main event Jey Uso now. And now since Jimmy is back, you just out here doing the opening match now? This is where you want to go? Because he told basically, listen, man, because, listen, you need where you need to be right now. But if you go back with Jimmy, people go look at you again saying, which brother is he, huh? If y'all go back and win those tag titles again. So you need to think about that. You can stick with me, or you just go back to being a tag team wondering who is who then. And Jay said he never really thought about it like that. And Reigns said, maybe you need to go tell your brother that. So Roman Reigns being the master manipulator he's doing right now, just basically just playing mind games with Jey Uso, making him believe that, what's going on. So basically, good stuff, though, from Reigns, especially just being a manipulator and whatnot. So we'll see what goes on with that. Rick Boggs, I'm trying to do this name right. Basically, he came out to Nakamura with the guitar. I still think the guitar entrance is cool with Nakamura right now. Either with the guitar or the violin. Nakamura's entrance is always fun to watch. Nakamura went against Chad Gable, which is a pretty okay match. Nakamura won with the Kinshasa. Corbin came out. Of course, he had that crown saying it belongs to him. Boggs attacked him from behind as, he played out to Nakamura's theme song, and they end up, kind of just dance along to the music and whatnot, all right? Rey Mysterio was in the back as Dominic was checking on him. Rey was praying, I guess, before the match started, but before, after the commercial, he's back and he's on the ground and beat up for praying, I guess, as he was preparing for his match. Dominic ended up going against both Rude and Ziggler. Ziggler says he's going to do this alone, which basically Dominic was taking a beating out there. Rey came out the last second, hit his music hit. Dom hit the roll-up on him, and Dominic still helped retain the tag team titles. But right after the Usos came out then, basically saying, y'all better be ready because we coming for you now for those tag belts. So, as, Roman and Paul Heyman end up watching from, I guess the dressing room and whatnot. So, I never really believed Rey and Dominic were ever going to lose the titles. Well, in a way I did, but I figured it was gonna be something screwy, and they were gonna do Dominic and Ray versus the Usos, I believe by next week, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Only thing I will say also about this show, I'm surprised we didn't see more of Aleister Black on here, given that he kicked the hell out of Biggie in the main event last week. So we didn't see anything of that. Speaking of Nakamura, let me say one thing before I do get up out of here though. Let me just say about this whole potential WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Apparently, both have been in talks right now. I'm not gonna go into the whole Tony Khan taking shots at the WWE and Nick Khan over there, which I don't really think. I didn't really think much of the promo. Could I say that WWE is living in Tony Khan's head rent free? Could I say that Tony Khan is somewhat kind of hurt about it? That's why he's now cutting these promos that don't sound really good? Or is he just trolling us and whatnot? I'm not really sure. I will say this, to whoever this Nick Khan dude is, what I've read in the past month or two, the man has made many, many changes in WWE for a lot of changes, from just either firing and rehiring people. And do I think this partnership is going to happen? Not really. I know some other New Japan talent kind of took some shots at it, like, Kenta versus Hideo Itami, or I just don't think it's going to happen. And who is this going to benefit? Because if WWE gets to work with New Japan, that's going to be an exclusive thing, and that's going to probably some would say, cut the partnership with either AEW or Ring of Honor or Impact, that have, they all have partnerships with New Japan. I think Ring of Honor still has a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling, because I know Impact and AEW do right now, and even CMLL. What does that do for those other companies of WWE? Because that's going to be like an exclusive thing. But here's the thing also. How many people are really going to care if a lot of these New Japan talent is going to be on WWE? How many people that watch WWE, I'm just meaning anybody in WWE, not the hardcore fans and whatnot, because when it comes to like AEW, Impact, and ROH, those are like the core fan base. They're going to know who all those New Japan wrestlers are. But if you brought New Japan wrestlers out there right now, how many people in any city in America right now, because I know they're trying to open stuff back up and go back to city soon, but how many people are really going to know who these guys are? Because I've seen it today. If you brought Tanahashi right now on TV, how many people are going to know him? And some would say, yeah, they could do the Ace versus Ace thing, John Cena versus Tanahashi, if it was done the right way. But let me ask you this question. If they brought out guys like Okada or Naito or Jay White, don't get me wrong, I think enough fans know what Bullet Club is enough, but are they going to know all the other teams from Kota Ibushi, or guys, from Suzuki Gun or Minoru Suzuki? Are they going to know what LIJ is? Are they going to know what the Empire is? Are they going to know who Will Ospreay is? I know he's not the champion anymore. Are they just going to know anybody that well in New Japan like that, to who they bring? Okay? I want y'all to really think about that. Finn Juice, all that stuff. Are they going to know? And is this going to help, really going to help it, whatnot? So think about that question. And that I'm going by casual fans, especially just in a regular episode of Raw. Just think about that. We bring out a big name from New Japan. How many people are going to know? Literally. How many people are going to know unless they watch New Japan Pro Wrestling like that? Just think about it. So I don't think this partnership is really going to happen. I'd be surprised. When I kind of read about it, I didn't really think much about it. And it's just kind of funny when Tony Khan saying, I got it from Dave Meltzer. Dude, how many people really believe Dave Meltzer like that? Okay. I don't even really believe Dave Meltzer like that. So I don't think there is really a partnership between WWE and New Japan coming. Yes, they've been in talk for a few months, but I just don't think it will really work out, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to happen, okay? So some could go on in history of how they've had Japanese wrestlers and how WWE's treated them, but in history, the WWF really did, or WWE, whatever, they really did work with New Japan many, 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 many years ago and whatnot. They really did, but it wasn't really going on that long, no. All right, maybe that's why WCW and other companies in the past have had better, ways with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So with WWE, I just don't really see it happening. I honestly don't, and I don't think a lot of people are going to know who they are also. So I just wanted to say something about this whole New Japan WWE partnership thing that's going on, okay? So that's just my little quick opinion on it. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what you think about the show. I gotta go do the AEW review. Long weekend in wrestling, folks. So just a lot of stuff going on tonight, back-to-back shows. But this is the Smackdown review, okay? So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.